Hey everyone, it's Sam. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be back planning last week, the week of April 19th through the 25th. And I'm using this Dream kit from Caress Press. I did order it in her premium matte, and I did use the butterfly $2 Tuesday from Sadie Stickers. I got the bougie boxes and the bottom washi and some decorative pieces to fill in the boxes. And I was nervous once I put the base down because I filmed the base a while ago. I was nervous that the butterfly full boxes, like the bougie boxes, were going to be too much, but I actually think that they came out really cute. And the different header overlays, which I didn't miss one. And the two bottom washies, I love the monarchs and stuff, so I think that it turned out real cute. I don't know if it's my top it's not one of my top favorites, but it's cute. I don't hate it, which I was nervous about. But yeah, this I will run through this week, obviously, with the day by day. I didn't ask for questions because this is just spur of the moment. I had some time that I'm going to do the voiceover now and probably upload it today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. It is the 26th in real time. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't get to ask for questions, but I found a few off the internet that I'm going to answer while I'm going through the base. So the first question was your favorite toy growing up. And I have two that I remember. I still have one. It's a bunny that my aunt gave me on one of my birthdays. I called him Buns. He was just a white rabbit. He had a little pink bow tie, and I carried him and slept with him everywhere. Around the bow tie, you can see that the fur is plucked out, and you could see the mesh for the bunny. I still have him. He's in my one room in the house. And then I think his name was it Teddy Ruxpin with the stories. I enjoyed that too as a child. The next question that I found was, if you were at a restaurant and your food was bad, would you say something? Yes, because if something is bad, if there's something wrong with the food, I lose my appetite, so I want them to know that there's something wrong with it. If it's just bad in general, if I ordered something and I didn't like it, then no, I wouldn't say something because that's my fault for choosing something that I didn't like. But if something is wrong with the food, then yes, I would definitely say something. The next question that I had found was actually kind of made me laugh because it is, would you rather look like a potato or feel like a potato? And I'd probably want to feel like a potato because, I like mashed potatoes if we're thinking food-wise. And then I like being a couch potato. So I would say feel like a potato because I want to be lazy or just eat. And then the next question I found was, what were the highlights of your childhood? I think some of my favorite memories as a child was, I live next to a bar/restaurant that my family had owned. They don't own it anymore, but they had owned, and my cousins and pretty much a majority of my family used to work there at some point or another. My one cousin, who was much older than me, she used to bring her children, who are my age now, she used to bring them down during the summer. So we used to hang out. We used to go for walks in the woods, play in the little creek, little stream that ran behind the bar in the woods, and just hang out, play some pool, play the jukebox. So those were some of my probably fondest memories as a child for my childhood. And then next question, actually, no, I was going to say the highlight for my childhood. And then growing up, obviously when I got older, to drive and traveling was another thing with going to concerts and stuff. I remember I had a little notebook, and I think I still have it in one of my drawers of, this was obviously 10, 12 years ago, but I would mark down what concerts that I would go see, and I would go to see maybe 2 or 3 a week. That's how it was. I had a venue that was about an hour and a half away. If you guys are familiar with Pennsylvania and Allentown, there used to be a venue called the Croc Rock. They had since torn it down recently, a few years ago, which made me super sad, but they had a pizza shop and a bar and they had like 3 stages that you could see people perform at. But I used to be there like 2-3 times a week, but I used to travel to New York, Connecticut, New Jersey to see a whole bunch of different kind of concerts. So that was a lot of fun in my like adult childhood, I want to say. I want to say, like I said, it was probably like 10-12 years ago. So I do miss those, and I'm excited to go back to concerts now, but not obviously to that extent, because I don't think my body can handle the traveling like I used to. And then my next question was that I just wanted to answer, I don't know if I've ever answered before, was what is your favorite Disney movie? And it has to be The Little Mermaid, and then Moana I tend to like a lot. And I'm now in my day by day. And I want to preface, I did somehow, when I was filming, I did pause at one point, and when I went to go start, when I wanted to start on Thursday, I ended up taking a picture and not actually recording Thursday. So you'll see me like kind of backtrack, but you don't see me laying down the stickers, I don't think, for like the first half of Thursday-ish. But that's okay. So starting off with Monday the 19th, I did use a patterned fancy label to mark that I had a busy day with a Papershire vanilla with like 2-3 cups of coffee, and she looks confused. So I just marked that as a busy day. After work, I did do a grocery run. I ran to Weiss, so I used the like shopping cart icon from the kit, and then a grocery run script from SPC. Then on another little thing, which I switched out because I was using a fancy label, but we did order Primo hoagies and Chinese food this day. I had Chinese, Ian had Primo, and I used the fork and knife icon from a hollow wiggle from SPC. And then this night, day, whatever, I pulled stickers for probably last week, probably the Evermore kit, I'm thinking, is my guess. Like I said, I probably should write those down when I do them, but maybe that's what I'll use for one of my sidebar boxes, is like which week I'm filming for, because I tend to lose track and not pay attention to what I'm doing. But I did use the book icon from the kit to mark pulling stickers, which actually I think Amy had asked me in a question last time, like what is one sticker that you would like that you haven't seen? I think like pulling stickers. I know Once More with Love has like sticker organization, but I would just love maybe like that sheet, but like pulling stickers out of a binder or something would be cute to have as a sticker, because I tend to mark when I pull the stickers. And then on a third box, I marked that I had a sinus headache. So from Sweet Bean Plans, I did use one of her beans with the tissue, like sneezing, because my head was just terrible this day. And then I marked with 2 TV shows on 2 little things that it was 911 and 911 Lone Star. I did use for my TVs this week, from Sadie Stickers, I got the little butterfly deco pieces, and I used either the small ones or the big ones to mark my TV shows this week, which I think turned out super cute. Here I am marking that now. And then I'll start off with Tuesday, because I tend to either talk too much or not. Oh, and then I'm out of focus. Good job, Samantha. Am I going to notice? Maybe. Yep, there I am. Okay. So starting off with Tuesday, the 20th, I had a real bad toothache this day, so I used another fancy label and a tooth icon from the kit to mark my toothache. On a little thing, I marked that I had a Weiss run again, so I used the shopping cart icon from an old wiggle from SPC. Then for supper, I had an Italian hoagie from a local pizza shop, so I used a little like hoagie sub icon emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that. I did film this day, which it must have been last week's the Evermore kit, or it might have been the week after, because I did lay down the base for like this week, the 26th through May 2nd. And then I used just on a patterned piece of washi, and I used a little munchkin with the camera to mark that I filmed. And in a patterned half box, I used a Black Lives Matter munchkin that was on a freebie a while ago, from Once More with Love, that I marked guilty in the case from the police officer that had killed George Floyd. So I wanted to mark that because that was a big deal. And then, serves him right, speaking of. After that, I did use a little thing to mark that I organized more stickers this night. And I used a little sticker sheet from SPC from the Wiggle. And then this night was FBI for TV, so I just used another little thing for that. And I gotta catch myself up because I'm speaking too fast. Soon I'll get to where I need to be. I either talk too fast or I talk too much or I talk too little, and then I'm either ahead or behind, which I'm far ahead now. And let's see. Do 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 do. I'll get there eventually. Sorry, I'm just signing into work if you hear the clicking of my computer, because I have to sign in a few minutes. But moving on to the top of Wednesday the 21st, I did take a half day this day, so I worked only from 8 to 12 in the morning. And I used a work label from the kit. In a solid fancy label, I marked with the car icon from the kit that I went to go pick up a receipt from the dentist for Ian. And of course, oh, excuse me, there's my yawn of the video. It started pouring down rain, of course, when I left to go pick up the receipt, but you know, whatever. And on another solid label, I did use a emoji from the Coffee Monsters code to mark that I had a migraine. Because of course, as you know, that if you've watched my videos, when the weather is bad, I tend to get real bad migraines. So that was fun. And then on a patterned piece of washi, I did mark that I took a nap after I got back from the dentist. It was only like it was right down, like the dentist is right down the road from me, so it was no problem to go run and pick it up instead of having her throw it in the mailbox. For supper this night, we made meatball soup, which was actually real good. We had it for, I think, another 2 days afterwards because it made a lot, but that was real tasty. Probably make it again. It was super, super yummy. I recorded my voiceover this day. So, for the meatball soup, I used the spaghetti and meatballs from Papershire. I cut off the fork because I made a soup, so it made sense to me. Oh, and for the nap, I used a pillow from SBC from the Wiggle. And then I marked my voiceover, which must have been, again, for the week before. So I used a microphone from the Fruity Sticker Co. And then this night, in a patterned, like, third box, half box, I marked that it was Chicago Med and PD and also SWAT, and I used a bigger butterfly for that because I didn't have room for 3 little things, so I just put it in a box so they all fit there. And again, I speak too fast, but that's okay. I'll get everything back up to work here. Oh, you'll see here's where I end up jumping to Thursday without even actually like recording, because like I said, I thought I was recording, but I ended up taking a picture, and I was wondering why when I took the picture, when I went to go zoom in to film, that it didn't zoom in normally. So to mark Thursday, I marked with a Willow Wallaco bear that I had another migraine this day. I uploaded my plan with me, which was for last week, which if you haven't seen it, it's my favorite. It's the Evermore kit from SPC. Please go check it out. And I took out the trash. So the trash icon is from Little Miss Papery. And when I was carrying the bag down from the attic, the bag busted and it went like everywhere. It was disgusting. And exciting news this day, Zoe graduated from puppy school. So congratulations to my little Zoe, my little Zoe Baloney. But I used a little third box to mark that with a little graduation munchkin from Once More with Love. And then it was Station 19 Gray's Law and Order SVU, and Organized Crime this day. Moving on to Friday, it was my late Friday, so I worked from 9:30 to 6. So I used a work label to mark that. On a solid fancy label, I marked that I destashed some stickers in the SPC Buy Sell Trade group, and I just used a little bow icon from the kit to mark that. In a third box, I did mark with a camera icon from SPC that I took some Instagram pictures for the Evermore kit this day because I recorded the voiceover, uploaded the plan with me, and didn't take pictures of the week. So I usually, once I'm done filming, I usually snap the pictures, but for some reason I didn't this week for the Evermore kit, but I took them this day. And then I took a nap after I was done with work. And this night was the RuPaul's Drag Race finale. So on a half box, third box, half box, I used a little vanilla Drag Race, vanilla from Papershire to mark that it was the finale. Simone had won. Spoiler alert. Sorry if you haven't watched it, but I think it's well known if you follow anybody on social media from Drag Race that you know who won. If you want to talk about it, please let me know. I'm a little salty because I was Team Rosé and then Team Gottmik. Like, I was all over the place, but I'm happy that Simone had won versus Candy, but that's just me. So I think that the little like Drag Race vanilla looks like Simone out of all of them, which I think was real cute to use. And then on a little thing, I marked that Simone won because I just wanted to mark who that was. Moving on to Saturday, the 24th, it was one of my best friends, Christina. It was her birthday. And if you know how I like to mark birthdays in my planner with me, is in my planners, I like to use the squared boxes to mark. Excuse me, I needed a drink. And I used a little paper in Milk Maru holding the balloons to mark that. And then I worked from 8 to 10:30. It was my Saturday off, but one of the girls, her daughter is in a field hockey tournament, like field hockey, and she got asked to play in a game. So she asked if I would take her Saturday, which I had no problem working 2.5 hours. It was a little extra money, and I was done by 10:30. And then I laid in bed until 12:30, so I used an appointment label with a fox and cactus girl with the pastel hair to mark that. At 2:06, I had my COVID vaccine this day. So I used a Wild Summer Designs syringe sticker to mark my vaccine. And it didn't hurt. I didn't feel it until after. But I ran to Weiss afterwards to get stuff for supper. But I marked that I had Pedialyte because I wanted to get stuff to make sure I was hydrated. Hydrated. And I got some blue raspberry Pedialyte, which was tasty. And then I was super tired this day. I think I fell asleep actually. So I used an exhausted vanilla to mark that. And then my little Jiggy, he caught a mouse this night. Poor thing, twice actually. He caught it once, and then he was holding it in his mouth to show us that he got it, and he let it go, and then Zoe got it. And then Joey was running away with it. And then, so it ran, like, she let it go. It ran away because it wasn't dead yet. And the next thing you know, he got it on, that was probably, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday this week. I didn't mark it. But then Friday night, he got it again. And the poor thing, like, it jumped from the cupboard. And he was running after it. And I got it from him. And the poor thing, he sat there and he waited all night long for it to come back, and the thing didn't come. So we still have a mouse in the house. But he didn't catch it. And I used a little Coffee Monsters Co. cat to mark that because Jake is orange and white. So I used the orange kitty to mark that. Moving on to Sunday. Sunday was, which was yesterday, was not a fun day. Like, I woke up at 9 a.m., which was fine. My arm was sore. So I used emoji to mark that was like sore. And then on a fancy label, I marked that I feel like the Hulk punched my arm. And I used a little Hulk emoji to mark that because I felt like somebody like railed my arm. Like, it hurt so bad, and I was super tired, and I slept pretty much all day. Like I was napping on and off. But we made steak stir fry for dinner. So I used a fork and spoon icon from Paper and Milk on a little thing, and then I marked with a Bubba Bear Studio napping bear that I napped all day because, like I said, I would wake up from a 2-hour nap, I would stay up for maybe about a half hour, I would go back to sleep, and then I was miserable pretty much all the day, like the whole day. So I used, I think it was from La La Land. I don't know what the sticker is from. My friend Abby from Abby Lives Well, she sent me stickers, and I don't remember where it's from, and I feel terrible, but I think it's La La Land or La La something. It's a little like marshmallow looking guy, and he's angry because I was miserable. And then on a appointment label, I marked that I didn't leave the house all day because, again, I was too busy sleeping. But that is the whole week, and I used a house icon, circle icon from SPC to mark that. And that is everything before I went to writing. But I think the spread came out real cute, like I said. If you guys, let me know. I think I've asked this multiple times, but if you want to see, like, I'm almost done with my sticker organization, my character stickers. Once that's done, that will be a video. But if you guys want to see, like, my stickers, my kits, my foil, let me know if you want to see any kind of videos. What would you like to see? I see a lot of people making videos of, like, their whichever month 2021 lineup would be. Would you guys like to see what I pick for the month to use? Would you like to see what kind of kits I have in store? Like, I've destashed actually more, sadly. Not sadly, because I know I probably won't use them because I have too many kits. I tend to try to buy what I will use, but then when more art comes out, then I tend to have more than I should have, and I don't like keeping some kits. I have some for winter and, like, fall right now that I don't want to sell, but, like, I can't have an abundance of kits. It just, it gives me anxiety to have, so I don't want to have them when I know I don't have a place to use them. So let me know what kind of videos you'd like me to do, and I will try and film them. But here is my finished spread, you guys, all filled out. I'm just throwing it in my cloud. There's a sneak for next week. I'm using the Galaxy kit from SPC. And I think the hollow foil, I don't know what it was, but with my studio light and filming, like, this hollow really shined the whole time. Even when I took my pictures, like, it just shined. And then my sidebar, whoop, there I am. Sorry, I was trying to adjust my camera, my phone. I marked that it was another busy week and that I wanted to stay hydrated because I stayed hydrated. I, like, drank a lot of water and Gatorade and stuff on Friday and Saturday, and, like I said, my shot. I feel better today. My arm still hurts. It's just a tiny bit, but not much, and I'm not real tired anymore. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye!